Hey everybody, I'm LunarLightPriestess and I'm back with another video. Apparently today I am experiencing major technical difficulties, hence the new look for the video. You know, I have the long format going on today. Just a lot going on, and I tried to record this a few times. So I'm not liking how it's been going, but I'm hoping that this is the retake and it goes well. So I, as always, speak straight from the heart. I never prepare anything, and I actually didn't think about what I was going to talk about today until maybe 2 hours ago. And I was like, all right, well, whatever comes to me and feels right, that's what we're going to go with. It's funny because I have like a whole bunch of notes everywhere. I'm like this chaotically organized person, and I have notes here, notes there, notes on my phone, and I could look at those for inspiration on what kind of video to make today, but I think it's not an update, but I kind of want to express some things, just the way I'm feeling about, I guess, the state of the world. I feel like I know what this video is going to be called, and it's going to be called, give me a second, because I'm not good at thinking on the spot. I'm like Patrick, firing up my neurons. Oh yeah, duh. The world is changing, are you? I shouldn't be saying the titles of my videos in my video, but it's my video, so it's just so I know what the subject is, so I can talk about the material. Because as my father says, yet again, marijuana affects the memory. And yeah, I agree with it. I agree. So, the world is changing. Are you changing? So I don't want to scare anybody. I be looking at my own videos, because who else is going to look at my videos with like 20 something subscribers, you know? I got to review everything that I'm putting out, you know? Make sure it's good before I publish it. I got to like what I'm making. So, where am I going with this? I wanted to say that for seriousness, I guess we're just going to get straight into it. The world has been changing for a long time, and I've been noticing lately, especially lately, so many people I know or have known for a time, it seems like everything is just in flux, everything is shifting, everything is realigning itself. There's people that are losing their jobs, there's people that are losing where they live, there's people that are having their kids go through stuff and blah blah blah, or maybe they're thinking of doing a different diet or just changing really big things, you know. Maybe they walk in the room and all of a sudden they have red hair, but their hair was always black for 22 years. I don't know where I'm going with that, but I hope you know that well, I hope you can see where I'm going. Cuz sometimes I talk and I don't really know where I'm going with that, you know. So hopefully you're on track, cuz I'm not. So a lot of things are changing, basically. And I noticed with myself actually that this past month, maybe I could even say 2 months, like August and September just started, but I could count September too. Man, I was working a job that I'm not gonna divulge all my secrets, okay? But I was working a job on and off for a couple years, and I was promised certain things, and it it did not pan out the way that I was hoping, you know? And so, funny enough, with all the effort and time and energy that I gave to this place in hopes that I would get what I wanted in return, which was a promotion. It never happened. And it always seemed like some kind of excuse. It always seemed like, I don't know, they made it seem like I wasn't good enough when I very much know my value, and I know that wasn't true. I'll be like, really? Okay, if you say so. So I'm not going to get too into that, but I will say, I recently experienced my last days there because a situation happened and I was essentially given the ultimatum. Not even, I never had a write-up before or anything like that in this company. I consider myself a good worker, right? So this whole thing happened. They sit me down and they say, hey, you either do this thing or we're going to fire you. And I was like, word? How about that unemployment though? And they were like, no, actually, you are the example of whatever it is that my situation was. And so my company was adamant on not on like if I were to apply for that, they would say no, basically, which is not good. Not good, because I'm a mama, and that just, it was so effed up, the way all that happened. And I said, all right, cool. And my boss was like, we'll give you till Wednesday. They're giving you till Wednesday, which was like a week from that day, to decide. And I guess she was kind of thinking that I would just, bend over like everyone else does. Just submit, comply. Yes, sure, whatever you say. I'll do anything for this job. I was done with that, son. I didn't care anymore. I was like, yeah, it's funny. You're giving me till next week. I decide right now. I quit. Put in my 2 weeks. She was like, what? Like, it was so surprising for her. But at that moment, I knew that it was either, do I continue to be unhappy? Do I continue to remain in this pattern of attending my soul-sucking job every day, being unhappy, being unfulfilled, them not giving me what I want, having a whole list of cons to complain about? Really, the only good thing I was getting was money. I worked with some cool people. Not everybody there was cool, but the few people that were, I got love for them in my heart. I do. And I'll miss them. But I can always visit. It is close to home. So it's either I attend the job that I hate every day and nothing changes, or do I see the higher vision to the situation? Do I see it as the creator sitting me down and being like, yo, you want to continue with this? Are you sure that's what you want? Is this what's making you happy? Or are you ready for change? Are you ready to step into the unknown? Are you ready to take that leap of faith? And even though you can't see what's ahead of you, you're trusting, you're having faith, you're having the belief that you will be caught when you fall, that the creator will have your back, the universe will have your back, whatever you choose to call they who are above us, to the being that made us, whatever you're choosing to call it. Like, I really saw it. I don't know. It's like a part of me wasn't there when that happened, and I was just like, cool, this is how it's gonna go down after all this time, after all the energy I put into this. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But I wasn't mad. I was ready. I was like, this is kind of like a release for me. This is a good thing. And I said, no, thank you. I'm good. I'm done. And it felt like such a relief for me. That job was weighing on my mental health. I was going through all kinds of issues. And they even had free therapy that I could take advantage of. And I was doing all that, and it still wasn't enough. I knew that I had to go. And so I guess the point is that right now I'm in that unknown. I'm in that liminal space. I'm in that transition period where I have no idea what's coming next. But I'm trusting in the Great Spirit that I'm going to be okay. And thank God I live at home. Because I don't know what I would do if it was just me and my baby and all this. I'll probably do everything that I can just to keep the job. It will be very different. Those, the circumstances that I will be dealing with. But I live at home. I have that luxury. It's really a luxury to live in a home and not have to worry about a lot of things. I know my mama has my back. So I'm lucky for that. Not everybody has that option. But I do for now. And I'm going to take advantage of that because it's a gift. It is. And sometimes life doesn't work out the way you want, the way you envisioned. And you do what you got to do until you're ready to step into a place where you're able to rebuild your life to where you want to see it. Until you look around and everything around you makes you a much happier person because you earn all that. You got to that new place, that next step, and you're satisfied. But some people never get there. And that's very common, and it's unfortunate that that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But I have faith that everybody can get to where they want to be. I just think more people need to be reading the signs of the things that are going on. Are you going to continue to stay in a rut and do the same thing every single day and expect everything to change around you when you yourself are not changing? There's this quote that I actually was thinking of. But of course, marijuana affects the memory, guys. Or does it? Maybe I just have really bad memory. I have no idea. But I know after having a baby, this has not been the same upstairs. Like, my memory is doo-doo. Is bad. So, what was I saying? Ask me if I remember. I have no idea. Oh yeah, so basically, are you going to... Wait, what I was saying? Yo, what's going on, man? I'm blanking out, son. I think I was saying that more people need to be reading the signs. You can't expect everything to change around you if you yourself are not making moves to change your situation. For example, I was going to that job every single day. I guess I gotta speak from my own experience because I'm blanking out real hard right now. I don't know why. More than usual. So that's bad. That's bad. But I was getting really frustrated. I was going to that job every day, and I was like, yo, why doesn't something change? Why don't all these good things happen to me? But I wasn't changing everything. I wasn't changing anything, actually. I was just complaining. And a lot of people are like that. They go to the job that they hate because it gives them the money that they like, the routine that they're used to. It's comfortable to not have to look for a job. I get it, man. I do. The job searches be rough and on their own. And then you have to do the job and you don't like it there. I get it. But it was Yeah, man, it was rough for me. But I feel relieved. I feel relieved. And I guess I'm trying to say that more people need to be reading the signs. Sometimes you never know what looks like a tower moment, looks like everything is falling apart. It could very well be a realignment for your highest good. And I choose to stop seeing the negative in everything. You know, I lost my job. Okay. But I left. I wasn't given much choice, but you always have a choice. And I decided to take it into my own hands, and I did what I needed to do. And here I am in this unknown liminal space looking for jobs still, or whatever I'm doing. And I'm just knowing in my heart that I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. So I guess the point is, I'm not sure what you're going through. I'm not sure what, what your next steps are, what the universe has planned for you. I have no idea. We're strangers. Unless you know me personally, most likely we're strangers, man. But I will say that the best thing you can do sometimes is to take a leap of faith, especially if you have support from your family and you're able to do that. Sometimes the things that seem to scare us the most are the things that work out the best for us. I was actually waiting on another opportunity, and it didn't work out the way I wanted to, but maybe the things that don't work out are realigning, like I said, for your highest good. Maybe that wasn't the thing for you. Maybe the job that you're hoping to land, or the person that you're dying to meet, or the experience you're wishing and wishing and wishing for isn't the best thing for you. Maybe that person's not gonna compliment you energetically. Maybe you guys will have nothing in common if you got that one person to be your significant other or whatever. Or the job that you're hoping to land, maybe it makes you really, really miserable. Maybe the grass isn't greener on the other side with the things that we're hoping for. But I feel like the universe will always bring all these puzzle pieces into alignment for us. It's just from our human understanding, we're not going to get that, We're not going to see the plan. But also, we're not meant to see the plan. We're not meant to see everything as it is. We're meant to be surprised so that we never know what's coming. And it feels that much more awesome when these surprises are presented to us finally, and we get to know what those opportunities actually are, like things are revealed to us. So I had a few other things I was gonna say, but today's been weird, man. I don't know what's going on with these videos, what's going on with my memory. Everything is like, I just feel, what was I saying? Like, I'm not, no. No. I think it's time for me to leave. Yeah. Oh my gosh, like, it's almost 20 minutes. What? It's time for me to go, bro. It's time for me to go. I'm really happy that I came here on Friday night, like I said I would. I'm trying to change that part of me, trying to be better, trying to be consistent. And I guess I'll see you in the next one on Monday. So Mondays and Fridays. Mondays and Fridays. And if you made it through the whole video, you a champ for real. You really are, cause I can talk. And some people don't like that. Okay, time for me to go. Bye bye. See ya.